विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशतश्री श्रीमद् His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON founder Acharya, BBT founder Acharya, savior of the whole world, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Ashtottarashtashi Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki, Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। श्री द्वारकापुरी धाम की जय। गंगा मैया यमुना मैया की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। सामवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। पतित पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री श्री रुक्मिणी द्वारकाधीश की जय। श्री श्री रुक्मिणी द्वारकानाथ की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir-uttama shloke Bhaktir-bhavati naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 4, Text 21. Yadangrividhyana samadhidhautaya dhyanupashyanti tattvamatmanaha vadanti chattai tatkavayo yatharucham Same Mukundo Bhagavan Prasidatam Yadangraya Vidhyana Samadhi Dhautaya Dhyanupashyanti Tattvamatmanaha Vadanti Chaitat Kavayo Yatharucham Same Mukundo Bhagavan Prasidatam Yadangribhidhyana Samadhi Dhautaya Dhyanupashyanti Tattvamatmanaha Vadanti Chaitat Kavayo Yatharucham Same Mukundo Bhagavan Prasidatam यदङ्घ्रिविद्यात् समाधिधौतया धियानुपश्यन्ति हि तत्त्वमात्मनः वदन्ति च ते कवयो यथा रुचम् स मे मुकुन्दो भगवान् प्रसीदताम् यदङ्घ्रिविद्यां समाधिधौतया धियानुपश्यन्ति हि तत्त्वमात्मनः वदन्ति चेतत्कवयो यथा रुचम् स मे मुकुन्दो भगवान् प्रसीदताम् यदङ्घ्रिविद्यानसमाधिधौतया धियानुपश्यन्ति हि तत्त्वमात्मनः वदन्ति चेतत्कवयो यथा रुचम् स मे मुकुन्दो भगवान् प्रसीदताम् यदङ्घ्रिविद्यानसमाधिधौतया धियानुपश्यन्ति हि तत्त्वमात्मनः वदन्ति च ते तत्कवयो यथा रुचम् स मे मुकुन्दो भगवान् प्रसीदताम्। माताजी यदङ्घ्रिविद्यानसमाधिधौतया धियानुपश्यन्ति हि तत्त्वमात्मनः वदन्ति चेतत्कवयो यथा रुचम् स मे मुकुन्दो भगवान् प्रसीदताम्। यदङ्घ्रिविद्यानसमाधिधौतया धियानुपश्यन्ति हि तत्त्वमात्मनः वदन्ति चेतत्कवयो यथा रुचम् स मे मुकुन्दो भगवान् प्रसीदताम्। यत् अंघ्रि whose lotus feet abhidhyayana thinking of at every second, samadhi trance, dhautaya being washed off, dhiya by such clean intelligence, anupashyanti does see by following authorities, he certainly, tattvam the absolute truth, atmanah of the Supreme Lord and of oneself, vadanti they say, cha also, etat this, kavayah philosophers or learned scholars, yatha rucham as he thinks, saha he, may mine, mukundaha Lord Krishna who gives liberation, Bhagavan the personality of Godhead, prasidatam be pleased with me. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. It is the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, who gives liberation. By thinking of His lotus feet at every second, following in the footsteps of authorities, the devotee in trance can see the absolute truth. The learned mental speculators, however, think of him according to their whims. May the Lord be pleased with me. Purport. The mystic yogis, after a strenuous effort to control the senses, may be situated in trance of yoga just to have a vision of the super soul within everyone. But the pure devotee, simply by remembering the Lord's lotus feet at every second, at once becomes established in real trance, because by such realization his mind and intelligence are completely cleansed of the disease of material enjoyment. The pure devotee thinks himself fallen into the ocean of birth and death, and incessantly prays to the Lord to lift him up. He only aspires to become a speck of transcendental dust at the lotus feet of the Lord. The pure devotee, by the grace of the Lord, absolutely loses all attraction for material enjoyment, and to keep free from contamination, he always thinks of the lotus feet of the Lord. King Kulashekara, a great devotee of the Lord, prayed, Krishna tvadiya pada pankaja panjarantam adyaiva me vishatu manasa rajahamsaha prana prayana samaye kapavat pitte kantavarodhana vidau smaranam kutaste. My Lord Krishna, I pray that the swan of my mind may immediately sink down to the stems of the lotus feet of your Lordship and be locked in their network. Otherwise, at the time of my final breath, when my throat is choked up with cough, how will it be possible to think of you? This is an intimate relationship between the swan and the lotus stem. So the comparison is very appropriate. Without becoming a swan or Paramahamsa, one cannot enter into the network of the lotus feet of Lord. As stated in the Brahma Samhita, the mental speculators, even by the dint of learned scholarship, cannot even dream of the absolute truth by speculating over it for eternity. The Lord reserves the right of not being exposed to such mental speculators, and because they cannot enter into the network stem of the lotus feet of the Lord, all mental speculators differ in conclusions, and at the end they make a useless compromise by saying as many conclusions, as many ways, according to one's own inclination, yatha rucham. But the Lord is not like a shopkeeper trying to please all sorts of customers in the mental speculator exchange. The Lord is what He is, the absolute personality of Godhead, and He demands absolute surrender unto Him only. The pure devotee, however, by following the ways of previous acharyas or authorities, can see the Supreme Lord through the transparent medium of a bona fide spiritual master, Anupashyanti. The pure devotee never tries to see the Lord by mental speculation, but by following in the footsteps of the acharyas, Mahajano yena gathas panthaha. Therefore, there is no difference of conclusions amongst the Vaishnava acharyas regarding the Lord and the devotees. Lord Chaitanya asserts that the living entity, Jiva, is eternally the servitor of the Lord, and that he is simultaneously one with and different from the Lord. This tattva of Lord Chaitanya is shared by all four sampradayas of the Vaishnava school, all accepting eternal servitude to the Lord even after salvation. And there is no authorized Vaishnava Acharya who may think of the Lord and himself as one. This humbleness of pure devotee, who is 100% engaged in his service, puts the devotee of the Lord in a trance by which to realize everything. Because to the sincere devotee of the Lord reveals himself as stated in Bhagavad Gita 10.10. The Lord, being the Lord of intelligence in everyone, even in non-devotee, favors his devotee with proper intelligence, so that automatically the pure devotee is entangled with the factual truth about the Lord and his different energies. The Lord is revealed not by one's speculative power or by one's verbal jugglery over the absolute truth. Rather, he reveals himself to a devotee when he is fully satisfied by the devotee's service attitude. Shukadeva Goswami is not a mental speculator or compromiser of the theory of quotes as many ways, as many conclusions, unquote. Rather, he prays to the Lord only, invoking his transcendental pleasure. This is the way of knowing the Lord. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Lalita Raghunathan Stam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrinda Vaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukham karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripa tamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. So I seek blessings of all devotees so that I can speak something glorifying Lord for all of your pleasure and for my own purification. So today in this chapter we are at a junction wherein Parikshit Maharaj is asking about creation, maintenance and destruction in relationship with Krishna. So we saw that the first 5 verses of this chapter, they describe the mood of Parikshit Maharaj, in which state he is in, asking the questions. Then the next 5 verses, 5 to 10, they are questions of Parikshit Maharaj, which about creation, maintenance, and destruction. And from 11 onward till the almost end of chapter, Shukadeva Goswami, before answering the question, he is glorifying Lord. So if we see all these verses from 12 to almost 24, may the Lord be pleased unto me. That's the ending almost, each verse. So this shows that before speaking, even a devotee like Shukadeva Goswami, he is seeking blessings of Lord and his pleasure. So how it is important for all of us to seek this, blessings of devotees and prayer, Lord's pleasure, has been depicted by Shukadeva Goswami himself. So he starts answering actually the question from the last verse and to the next chapter actually. But all these verses is just glorifying Lord. So in today's verse, there are 3 points Prabhupada emphasizes as in mentioned in the verse. So the first point, he says that remembering Lord is easy way to attain liberation. The second point he mentions that following the footsteps of acharyas, so again, it leads to perfection. And then the third point that we'll discuss is that how we can please Lord. Okay. So the first point about remembering Lord's lotus feet. We see in scriptures there are hundreds and thousands of prayers about lotus feet. All the devotees, they are like kids, they are behind a lollipop. So similarly, the devotees are behind Lord's lotus feet, if we see. So we'll just see, there is a pastime from life of, Parashar Bhatta, one of the Acharya from Sri Vaishnava, that why devotees are so much behind Lord's lotus feet. So once, one person, he comes and he tells this Parashar Bhatta that there was one hunter, he was hunting in jungle and he saw one rabbit and he was about to hit that rabbit. That time that rabbit comes and he starts circumambulating the hunter's feet. And then by seeing that, the hunter leaves him, he said, okay, he doesn't kill him, he said, just, okay, go. And by hearing this Acharya, Parashar Bhatta, he faints. That a hunter left that rabbit alive. So after some time, when he comes to the consciousness, the devotees ask, why you suddenly, went unconscious just by hearing this hunter story. He says, just see, this hunter is having all bad qualities. He's in this material world. He's hunter on top of that. But still his heart got melted just by that rabbit's humble expression of, circumambulating his feet. How much merciful our Lord is that He is assuring us protection just by even bowing Him once or by chanting His holy name once. So what to speak of actually surrendering to His lotus feet. So devotees, they know the essence where to get the maximum returns. There are so many prayers. Even Kunti Maharani, being the aunt of Krishna, she also wanted to glorify his lotus feet first. How we take darshan. But he thought, okay, he's my nephew, he may feel a little awkward. So she starts, Namah Pankajanavaya, Namah Pankajamaline, Namah Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangre. He comes back again to lotus feet, right? So devotees, they know that if we take shelter of Lord's lotus feet, all the protection and all the perfection is guaranteed. So same way, Yadangri Vidhyana Samadhi Dhautaya. By just remembering Lord's lotus feet every second, it's guaranteed that we'll get perfection. Now this lotus feet phenomenon is so amazing that even Krishna gets attracted to. He thinks, what is in my lotus feet? All devotees are saying lotus feet, lotus feet, lotus feet. So what he does? He wants to taste what's there. But he cannot taste as a big, Krishna, right? So he takes a small form. Kararavindena padaravindam mukharavindena viniveshayantam vatasya patrasya puteshayanam Bala Mukundam Manasa Smarami. What Krishna does? He becomes a small baby and he takes the toe of his lotus feet and tries to suck, to see what is in it, why devotees are so much behind it. So this is the glory of taking shelter of Lord's lotus feet. So Prabhupada so nicely describes that, mental speculators, they can, do, or yogis, they can perform austerities for thousands of years, but at max what they'll get is darshan of super soul. But a simple-hearted devotee, when he remembers Lord's lotus feet, for him, Lord's personal protection and darshan and even liberation, Mukunda, is mentioned in this verse, is guaranteed. So, remembering Lord's lotus feet is like a highway, easy way to attain perfection. So, if somebody is really behind liberation, of course, devotees know, liberation is just the side byproduct. We want a loving reciprocal devotional service. That's what we are looking for. But even if somebody in initial days wants to get freed of all these miseries, just remember Lord's lotus feet. Mukunda will do the rest of the job. Then the another point Prabhupada is mentioning is that dhyanu pashyanti hi tattvam atmanaha, that following the footsteps of authorities. This is another important point to get spiritual success. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado, yasya prasadan na gati kutopi. So, when we please our spiritual master, then again rest assured that all spiritual success is guaranteed. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he takes sannyas, he was chanting this prayer of Avanti Brahman. Etam cha आस्थाय परात्मनिष्ठा अध्यासिताम पूर्वमतैर महर्षिभिः अहम तरिष्यामि दुरंतपारम तमो मुकुंदांग्रि निशयैव. I'll certainly cross over this ocean of birth and death, by taking shelter of Lord's lotus feet. And this path has been guaranteed and certified by previous acharyas. And I particularly like that one. Certainly, Lord Chaitanya says, 100% guaranteed. What we have to do? Just follow the footsteps of previous acharyas. See how much, we are blessed and how much we are fortunate. Srila Prabhupada has given such an, esoteric thing, such an invaluable thing of going back to Goloka Vrindavan, if we just follow the instructions given to us. He has given the jackfruit. Somebody wants to eat jackfruit. To cut it, it's a big thing, right? But Prabhupada had cut it, removed all this, all the thorns and everything. He had just removed the seeds. He has given us the real essence. We have to just gulp it. We don't have to go and think, I have to study Veda or nothing. Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, following instructions of Prabhupada and, our authorities, path is guaranteed. So, till now we saw the overview. We saw how remembering Lord's lotus feet is the guaranteed way, and we saw the following Acharya's footsteps, how they are easy and direct way to achieve. Now the problem comes then, why it is difficult to do that. So Srila Prabhupada, towards the end of purport, he mentions this humbleness of a pure devotee who is 100% engaged in his service, puts the devotee in the trance by which to realize everything. So the obstacles in following these two simple processes is that, first, our ego comes in picture. That, we are not humble enough to submit ourselves to this full-fledged mercy, thinking that, I may know something better, or I may want to, invent something better than what, my authorities are telling. So that is the first thing. And second point, again in Prabhupada mentions in the same purport, here it mentions that the service attitude. So initial days, we are so happy to do any service. But as and when, days, we pass, we tend to have preferences. Of course, nothing wrong in that. We may have liking about something. But that should not stop us from doing what is required or what is asked of us. If there is a need to clean the temple, we should be happy. Even if we are, in charges or we are speakers, we should be ready to take a broom and, clean the temple. What to speak of clean the temple? Even cleaning the restrooms for devotees. Why not? Because, Gopi, the Lakshmis, Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamanam. In Vaikuntha, they are taking a mop and cleaning the Chintamani studded floor where there is no speck of dust. Why? Lord's one glance, favorable glance, say, this guy is doing so much. That for that one glance, they are ready to do that. And who are they? Lakshmi. Then what is problem with us doing something menial if it is asked? We should be very happy. So this service attitude and this humble disposition towards our seniors will make sure that the following of footsteps becomes easy. Otherwise, it's very difficult. It is said that this we are in association of devotees. It is said like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Ramanand Rai, what is the greatest misery in this world? He says that separation from a devotee. So we are in association of devotee. It is like a rehearsal, play rehearsal. When we will go back to spiritual world, we have to do same thing. We have to serve Krishna in association with devotees. But here, if I am doing service and I don't want that other devotee, in a place where I am doing service, then, it's not that Krishna and us, we are only two in Goloka Vrindavan. There is something, problem then we need to correct, our mental disposition. So, if while living in association of devotees, if we are finding some problems, that means if we go back, there also will find problem. And that's why basically Krishna is not taking us back. Unless we are fully ready, we will not take it. So for example, if Krishna takes us back and then, he says, okay, what service? They say, okay, here is a mountain of, rose flowers, you make a garland. And you start making. And then next, okay, here is a, mountain of, orchid flowers, make garland. Today, where is Radha Krishna? Where is that, this, Nikunja and things like that, I heard that, we can do leelas with, Lord. No. You have given service to make garland, keep making garland. I'm just giving example. So, unless we reach that stage of, service attitude and that stage of leaving our ego, putting our ego aside for pleasure of devotees and Lord, it's very difficult to follow this, footsteps of authorities. And if we could do this, then pleasing Lord becomes very easy. Now, when we please devotees, Lord becomes pleased, and the opposite is also true. When we displease devotees, Lord becomes displeased. So the biggest offense we, every day chant, Hati Mata Aparad. The biggest offense is, to offending the devotees of the Lord. So, we are not able to completely, humble ourselves. Our ego comes in picture. Then we offend devotees. And then despite having all this knowledge, despite hearing repeatedly, what happens is that mercy is blocked. It is like, there is a full, rainstorm is going on, but we have put a big umbrella on us, that none of the raindrop touches us. So yes, we are in association. We are staying in, temple community. We have access to services. Devotees are calling us, okay, come for this service, come for that service. But we have, our strong umbrella of, offending devotees. Will we get mercy? No, we will not. So we have to keep again and again, and that too especially, see, when we are staying apart from, I know like, when we used to stay, away from community, we used to hanker, we used to, drive through fast many times, just to make sure that we get darshan. Now here, we are here, we just have to, walk, say, 45 seconds and we are in front of Lord. But if we take that lightly, if we have, keep finding, okay, this devotee has this problem, this devotee has this problem, this devotee has this problem, then what's happening? We are creating that shell to cover ourselves from the mercy, which is so unfortunate. Of course, I'm speaking that all for myself, So, to make sure, I don't do that. So, we have to keep reminding ourselves of this. Then what will happen is that we'll be able to fully access this mercy and go back to spiritual world in this very lifetime. So, this story of Gopal Chapal, all of us know. He offended Srivas Thakur. He put all the paraphernalia of Durga Puja, and then, he said, see this, what this guy does. And then, of course, Srivas Thakur says, see, all, this is what I do. You think I am great devotee. But the people, they knew, what's the truth, and they cleaned themselves. But in return, this Gopal Chappal, he got a leprosy. People threw him, out of the village, and he was suffering for years. It was not until when Lord, after taking sannyas, went to Kulinagram, he comes, actually before that he begs forgiveness. Lord doesn't forgive him. But when Lord again goes there, there's a place particular in Kulinagram, he forgives everybody, even including this Gopal Chappal. And Lord asked him that you go and even beg forgiveness from Srivas Thakur. So we see that, offending devotee has such an great consequences. So we'll end with one prayer actually, and then I'll tell you why I told the story of this Gopal Chappal. So this is a nice Vaishnava song. Its name is Vrindavana Vasi Jata Vaishnaveragan Prathama Vandana Kari Sabara Charan Nilachala Vasi Jata Mahaprabhuragan Bhumi te podiya vandu sabara charan Navadvipa Vasi Jata Mahaprabhura Bhakta Sabara Chandrana Vando Khai Anurakta Mahaprabhura Bhakta Jata Gauda Desha Sthiti Sabara Charana Vando Kariya Pranati. So this devotee, he is praying that on a Vrindavan, devotee staying in Vrindavan, I offer my obeisances. Devotee staying in Nilachal Dham, Jagannath Puri, I offer my obeisances. Devotee staying in Navadvip Dham, I offer my obeisances to them. Then Gauda Desha, devotee staying in Navadvip, Gauda Desha, I offer them my obeisances. Then, now this is interesting. Je deshe baise gaurange ragan urdhva bahu kari vandu sabara charan. Wherever Lord's devotees are there, I raise my hands and offer them obeisances. Hayachena habiyena prabhura jata das sabara charana vando dante kari grass. Said, I am holding a grass in my mouth. In most humble disposition, I am offering my obeisances to all the Vaishnavas. Mahaprabhuragana sabapati tapavan tai lobhe mui papi loilu sharan. Lord's devotees, they are patit pavan, and this fallen soul is taking shelter of them. Vandana karite mui kata shakti dhari tamo buddhi doshe mui dambha matra kari tathapi mukera bhagya manera ulhas dosa kshami muadhame kare nijadas. So he is saying that even though I am dumb and unable to express their greatness, still my heart is joyful due to my great good fortune that Vaishnava has accepted me as their own, and Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada has given me a Harinam full of blissful pastimes. Forgiving the faults of this fallen soul, they are making me servant. Sarva vancha siddhi hai yama bandha chute jagat durlabha haya prema dhana lute manera vasana purna chirate hai devaki nandana das ye lobhikai. He says that all these devotees, they award the perfection of all desires, including freedom from death, and even the rarest treasure not found in this world, that is, love of Godhead. And of all one's pure heartful desires will be fulfilled without delay. Devakinandan Das, intensely eager for this, glorify the prayers to this Vaishnava. So this Devakinandan Das, this devotee is offering this wonderful prayer to all the Vaishnavas in a humble mood. So when we do this, then we get. Now the connection between that Gopal Chappal story and this Devakinandan Das. This Gopal Chappal later becomes Devakinandan Das Thakur. And since he had burned himself before badly, now just see how careful he is, offering obeisances to devotees. So to summarize, we discussed, how the overview where this verse stands, wherein Shukadeva Goswami is constantly glorifying the Lord to seek his blessings. Then we saw that remembering Lord's lotus feet, that is a sure shot way to get the perfection. And then the second way Prabhupada mentions is following Acharyas. Though it looks simple, why we are not able to do? Because our ego comes in picture, we are not humble and we don't have proper service attitude. And then if we have these two, then Yasya Prasadat Bhagavad Prasado will. We get the proper, if we have proper service attitude, if we are humble, then surely we will be able to please our spiritual master and parampara. And when the most obstacle in pleasing the authorities is that we do Vaishnava aparadh. And then we just saw the story of Gopal Chappal and how the prayer, this prayer actually it is said that if many times we offend devotees unknowingly, it's better to recite this once in a while, to make sure that we humbly beg forgiveness from these offenses. So I also beg forgiveness for all offenses I may have committed. And with this we would like to stop here. Any comments, questions? Okay. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।